you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you all for being here today. So I want to spend a few minutes today talking about an essential program that's run by the Department of Defense that is a critical part of our military readiness. Not many people know this. The Department of Defense runs the largest employer-sponsored child care program in the nation. In fact, the program employs 23,000 workers who care for more than 200,000 children. The military child care program is open to every military family, regardless of rank. It has high standards. It's designed to be affordable for every military family. So let me just ask, whoever would like to do this, maybe Admiral Burke, why is access to safe, affordable, high-quality child care a crucial part of military readiness?
It's absolutely a part of military readiness, ma'am, because and it's not a gender-specific issue. It's a married couple issue. It's a family issue. If you have children and you're deploying, and we have a preponderance of married folks in our service today, it's not a single, service member service anymore, and we have a preponderance of service-to-service members.
Parents in the military.
We do have a cross-section of those as well. Yes, ma'am. But child care and the ability to deploy is an important factor, and even when you're not deployed, the ability to work the long hours that we expect even when you're in a non-deployed status requires child care. And the fact of the matter is that child care capacity is a nationwide challenge, and depending on where you're based, and this is not unique to the Navy, but the Navy happens to be in areas that are particularly child care capacity challenged. We have our limitations of the amount of capacity that we have through the military, through the Navy child care programs, but those commercial child care capacities have to be equally or even more challenged in the areas where our naval stations are. So it's particularly acute for the Navy. In fact, the Navy's, one of the main consumers of all of the Department of Defense's child care capacity because of that reason.
So thank you. That's really important. There are a couple of other questions I want to ask by follow-up, but I want anyone to weigh in who wants to. An impressive 95% of the military's child care centers are nationally accredited. Compare that, by the way, to just 11% of non-military centers across the U.S. So I want to ask the question, why did the military put so much emphasis on making sure that child care accessed by military families is of very high quality?
Senator, I'll start real quick for the team here.
Sure.
Just take these statistics. 69% of our officers are married, 51% of our enlisted are married. We have countless other single airmen who have families. 380,000 family members that we have to take care of. We're retaining families. Readiness for the Air Force is about making sure the entire family is comfortable and safe so the airmen can focus on their job and focus on what they do. This last year, we put $40 million more into our child care programs, 119 new providers, 180 new family daycare providers certified to do those things, bought new cameras for those places. It is an investment for us in readiness and capability, and we're going to continue to invest in that area. And
quality is a key part of that. Keeping that quality up. Anybody else want to add on the quality
Absolutely,
point?
Senator, and they mentioned it, but I'll just reiterate it. It's a family issue. When the family is happy and secure, they're much more apt to work, and readiness is impacted in a positive way. And DoD child care, and you mentioned the numbers. DoD child care, it's very helpful for the family members to know that they've got quality, affordable child care on base where their children are protected and secure. And at the end of the day, the more we can do to benefit the families, to make them more secure, we expect a lot of our service members, this is at least we can do for their family members.
Right. And I have one more thing I want to cover with the chair's permission, and that is when a military parent puts their child in the military's child care program, they pay only a fraction of the actual cost based on income, and the DoD foots the remainder of the bill. Why is it so important for the department that the child care made available to military families is affordable?
So Senator, again, it's
ahead,
about
General Kelly.
taking care of those folks and making sure they have access. Given what we ask of the families and given you know, what we provide in compensation, it's important for us to be able to offset that. In addition, even we have 4,500 airmen who have children who don't have capacity on base. We provide offset cost to them so they can afford their off-base child care. It's just so essential to readiness and so essential to the quality of what we do to get out of our families, and for retention, we have to do that.
Good. So I just want to say, I think it's great that the child of any military family has access to high-quality care at a price that they can afford. And I'm glad to hear the enthusiasm with which you all discuss this and the commitment that you've made to this. I believe every child in America should have that same kind of opportunity. Last week, I introduced a universal child care and early learning program so that every child could get access to a program like that. And it's modeled off the program that you have built for the children of military families. I think your points about readiness are spot on, exactly right, but they're the kind of thing that every family feels. Anybody trying to hold down a job, to finish an education, to take on a tougher work for a promotion, they all worry about their children, and they all need access to the kind of care that you're making sure our military families have. So thank you for all you're doing. I hope we can use you as a model and make that available to all of our kids. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.